Let's talk about how to transfer an immigrant visa case from NVC to another U.S. consulate or from one U.S. consulate to another one. Hello, my name is John and welcome. Transferring an immigrant visa case from NVC or one U.S. consulate to another one sounds complicated, but it doesn't have to be. If you and your loved ones need to change the location of your visa interview, here is a simple guide to help you understand the process. An immigrant visa case transfer is when an applicant requests to move the visa processing from one U.S. consulate or embassy to a different one. Okay, so this can happen for various reasons, such as moving to a new country, needing faster processing, or facing challenges in the original consulate. There are many reasons why someone might want to transfer the immigrant visa case. The first reason is the relocation. So if you move to a new country or city far from the original consulate where your case is being processed, you will, eventually transfer your case to a new location. Okay. The second reason can be faster processing times. Okay, sometimes some consulate may process visas more quickly than others. Okay, that can be another reason why you want to transfer your case. And then the third reason can be a personal reasons. Okay, so this could include medical needs or family situations or work obligations that make it easy to attend an interview at a different consulate. Another reason is security concerns. In rare cases, safety and security issues in the country of the original consulate might make the transfer necessary. Before we talk about how to transfer a visa case, if you are a spouse of a permanent resident, or you are in F2A visa category, or you are a spouse of a U.S. citizen, you are in CR1 or IR1 visa category, you are parent of a U.S. citizen, you are in IR5 visa category, you're preparing your immigrant visa interview, well, we have some ebooks with 30 common questions the interviewer might ask you at your interview. We also provide detailed answers and explanation that can help you with your immigrant visa interview. The link is in the description below. Now let's go back to the video. Transferring your immigrant visa case involves a few important steps. Here's how you go about it. So the first step is to contact potential U.S. consulate. So you need to contact the potential U.S. consulate. Okay. So basically, that's the U.S. consulate where you're planning to, send your case, or NVC. So if your case is still at NVC, yeah, you're gonna contact NVC. Okay. All right. So that's the first thing. So basically, what you need to do is, to reach out to the U.S. consulate or embassy on where you intend to transfer the case. So if the case is still at NVC, you need to contact them via the public inquiry form. So you probably know that it's a public inquiry form. I would say PIF. So when you contact them, you have to let them know about your intention, the reason why you want to transfer the case. Okay, so basically that's what you do. If you're gonna contact the U.S. consulate, you're gonna send them an email. Okay, or visit their website, because some of the U.S. consulate, they have a different way to handle case transfers. So you have to check their website to see exactly how they do that. Okay, all right. So that's the first step. So the second step is to prepare your request. Okay. So you have to prepare your request letter. So basically. All right. So before you contact them, you have to prepare the letter. You don't just contact them like that. So basically, what you're gonna put in the letter, that's what we're gonna discuss here. So when you contact either NVC or or the U.S. consulate where you plan to transfer the case, you're gonna put this information. The first information you're gonna put is basically your full name. Okay, so you're gonna put your full name. You put your full name, and then the second thing is make sure you provide a case number. Okay, case number is very important to provide a case number. I would just put like this, case number. Third thing is gonna be the petition name, the petitioner's name. Okay, so petitioner name. Sorry about my writing, it's not that good. So the petitioner's name, you have to provide that also, and provide information like a current detail. I would say detail about the consulate, the current consulate, where the case is at right now. In case your immigrant visa case is at the U.S. consulate, you have to provide details, basically the location of that U.S. consulate. You're going to provide that information. Another thing, you're going to provide this information detail about the new consulate. Okay, so this is the current consulate, and then the new one where you plan to transfer your case. Okay, and then another thing is the reason. So reason why you want to transfer the case. So those are the information you're going to put in the letters. Okay, and then for the reason, so basically what you need to do when you write a letter, you put basically just an example, right? So you can say something like I relocated to a new country. That's just an example, like I say, right? Let's say I have relocated to a new country, let's say NC, like a new country, and you put the name of the country. Let's say it's Brazil. So you put Brazil. Okay, you put in Brazil, and it's more, and then you put something like and it's more convenient for me to attend the interview at the consulate. So basically this is when you put the name of the consulate, like the city and the country. Okay, so you put a city and a country. Rio de Janeiro. If you put Brazil, let's say Rio de Janeiro. I don't know exactly if that's how you spell Janeiro, but Brazil. Okay, so Brazil. So basically that's why you can put just like a sample, like you just make the email the way you wanted to make it. But the main thing is to make sure you provide the reason, a good reason. Okay, make sure the request is clear, they understand exactly what you want, and then that will help the process. So the third step is going to be attached document. So it's going to be 3 here. Attached document. Attached document. Okay. So you don't just send the email. So you don't just send the email. You're going to provide some document, and some of those document can be proof of residency. So proof of residence in the new country. Okay, so that's what is going to be one of the documents. So it can be like lease agreement, utility bills with your name and address and stuff like that. The second one can be employment letter. That can be another document. So if you have a job, you move for a job, include a letter from your employer, as a proof. The third one, if you move for medical reasons, you have to provide a medical document. Medical document. Okay, you're gonna provide that, and then also a copy of your ID or maybe your passport, just to prove that. Let's say copy of ID or passport. Just to prove that it's you, okay, it's not somebody else. And then the fourth steps is to submit your request. So for submit your request. Okay, you have to submit your request. So you need to send the request and document to the U.S. Consulate or NVC. If the case is still at NVC, NVC will have most of your document anyway. So and like I say, many consulates will prefer to send them an email. So make sure you send them an email. You attach those documents to the email, and it's very important to check the consulate website for instruction on how exactly what kind of document format they accept, and also the submission method. It's very important. So after submitting your request, you will need to wait for a response. Okay, so it can take a few days to a few weeks in order for NVC or the U.S. Consulate to review your request and then let you know whether or not they approve it. One quick tip is to check regularly your email, for updates and also any follow-up questions from the NVC or the U.S. Consulate. So if the consulate or NVC approves your request, your case will be transferred. Okay, so the new consulate or NVC will notify you when the case has been transferred and provide instruction on the next steps. This is usually when they let you know about your interview date or any additional document they might need. Make sure you follow any instructions from the new consulate promptly to avoid any delays in your visa processing. If your request for a transfer is denied, don't worry. Here are what you can do. So first thing is to try again. Okay, so that's not the end of the world. Check if there is any missing information or unclear reason in your original request. You can improve your request and then try it again. Okay, that's one thing. The second thing you can do is to seek help. Okay, so sometimes you think you know everything, but you don't. So if there are stuff you don't know, so reach out to an immigration lawyer or any experienced consultant for guidance on the best way to handle your situation. Here are some tips for a successful case transfer. First, be clear and concise. When you're writing your request, make sure the reason for transfer is easy to understand. The second tip is submit all the required documents. So double check to see if you're providing all the required documents before you submit your request to either NVC or the U.S. Consulate. Third, keep copies. Always keep copies of everything you send, including the request letter or any supporting documents. Fourth, be patient. The processing time can vary, so be prepared to wait a little bit for updates. Let's go over three frequently asked questions regarding case transfer. So the first one is, can I transfer my case to any U.S. consulate? The answer is generally yes, but the new consulate need to have the capacity to handle your case. Some consulates may have specific rules about accepting case transfer. So it's very important to check the consulate website for any information regarding case transfer. The second question is, will transferring my case delay the visa process? The answer is it might, as the transfer process takes time. However, if the new consulate has shorter processing time, the overall process is going to be a little faster. Then third question is, do I need a lawyer to request a case transfer? The answer is no. You don't need a lawyer to request a case transfer, but if you are unsure about the process or facing complications, seeking legal advice can be helpful. Transferring immigrant visa case from NVC to another U.S. consulate or from one U.S. consulate to another U.S. consulate doesn't have to be stressful. The best thing to do is to follow these guidelines we just go over. Keep tracks of all your documents and also stay in touch with NVC or the U.S. consulate handling your case. Thanks for watching.